Address the elephant in the room.
What's gonna happen next is this wave's gonna crash through.
There's a video coming out today. I recorded yesterday.
Yeah, so that's why, like,
We're excited to announce
so
Forsen and Tyler won solo lanes.
to make the game time faster. In fact, it's still the same. So
Are you gonna stream LEC next week? Yeah, why?
Lots of flipping here.
Of course, man. Of course. I'm always.
It is 26.3.
I always want to support the players, man.
Kind of crazy champs that are common here.
So these three champions.
Why would I just disappear? I was thinking about taking a really long break when I was in like a fucking cooked ass headspace, but I got better after a few days. Chat. Playoff jokes. Too soon, okay? Too soon. Stop. Back up. Yo. Back the fuck up. Too soon, okay? Back the fuck up. What have you been doing? I've been chilling. I've been chilling.
And his ability to bully the lanes because of his decreased health and his
been playing a little bit of WoW.
Will just hurt lanes like Lucian Braum specifically. I think
I got back.
will still have a place.
Yeah, not yesterday. The day before yesterday. I got back.
He was on the previous top
Do you miss the
lane
boys? Yeah, I do actually.
Also, the changes to Mel. We've seen Mel come out later
I do miss the boys.
Series. Some of the changes to the Q and the Reflect. And now items actualizer. Actually, even cheaper.
The video will be out today about everything.
It's a good option for the mid laners whenever you have to build the third item.
But like after we lost for days, I was in like such a horrible headspace. Obviously, right? Everything was like so negative. I could only focus on the fact that we didn't make it, and if this went right, and if that happened, and this and that, and everything, and this shit.
So I think it's gonna be a real
but then
you
after a few days, now I feel much more positive. Now I'm like, bro, that was the coolest shit ever. That was the fucking coolest shit ever.
Users of Endless Hunger, and it's been nerfed a little bit here.
We got so close. There's no such thing as ifs, buts, and maybes. But if we won that Vitality game, just if, we would be coming into playoffs week as a third place LEC team. And that's fucking cool.
We've seen a lot of these tank players buy it early because it was so affordable. Maybe not the best stats, but it was so
it's crazy though, isn't it? It's such a strange... I think it's because the format... it's because the teams were all so close to each other, right? It's crazy to think that you win your third, you lose your ninth and out. Would you have loved the tiebreaker? Yeah, obviously I would have loved the tiebreaker. Obviously. I think the tiebreaker would go crazy hard. Like imagine we did a tiebreaker BO3. Holy chills. I mean obviously the reason it hurts the most is because like if we went 0-15 and got kicked out, this wouldn't feel that bad. But the problem is we went 0-4 and then we went 5-1 up until the last day. So that's why it sucks, because we were peaking big time. This was like, from a pure gameplay perspective, I don't think there was a better version of LR ever. All the EMEA Masters wins, whatever it was, like this was the peak. We were you should have seen our, I mean you will see it, but our practice was getting insane. We were beating top teams in blocks like it was nothing.
It's more easier to get the items back because of the extra slots.
And our like fundamentals were so much better.
Let's take a look forward here at this playoff bracket.
Yamato said you 5-0 G2 in scrims.
It all starts with BNK Firax versus the DN Automotive Supers.
You'll see the results.
Against DRX, and
I'll post them.
Gen G will play Saturday, choosing which
I think we did. I think
we'll
wait till LEC playoffs ends. I don't want to be a freak and release scrim results.
And I think it's actually
but Baus told this story yesterday, but the funniest thing about our whole run, the single funniest thing is our scrim percent win rate. I don't know exactly what it is, but it was pretty even / slightly positive, I would say, over the course of like 6 weeks. It started off really rough. But we always had this problem, and it was about figuring out how do we blind pick top lane for Baus. How do we do that? We need to find a blind pick top for Baus, because all of his champions that are blind picked get f***ed, you know? Like if you look through our drafts, you'll see that we banned Gnar a lot towards like week 2 onwards. And we would pick top lane on 4 and ban 2 tops for it all the time, you know? Like blinding Kled can get sketchy. Blinding like Volibear, it can get sketchy. Sion's permaband. Gragas was a champ that we couldn't really pull off in the first few weeks because if you have like Gragas with like a mage mid, it becomes so easy for the enemy team to like lock in Ksante or a bruiser with Merc Treads, and that champ becomes unkillable. I'm not saying that the Bounce champion pool was bad, we were working on it so hard. We worked like every other week, we were like, we're gonna try this champ, we're gonna try this champ, we're gonna try this champ. And there was a period where we tried Ksante, and we played like, I would say like 15 games of Ksante in like 2 weeks. And the win rate of Ksante after 2 weeks of practicing was 5%. We had 1 win on it. We had 5% win rate on Ksante. Every other champ was like pretty positive. But the sad part was, okay, and you might think, why are you putting Baus on Ksante? It's like when we're blue side sometimes and the enemy team bans the right champions, we do need to blind Ksante. Like, we don't have a choice. We need to blind something like that. His Ksante was insane. Like, people were counter-picking him with like Vayne top and he was solo killing them in scrims. We were like, fuck, maybe this is our blind. Maybe this is our blue side blind. And then after we went 5% win rate, we dropped the Ksante. Fuck it, we're never playing it again. This was in like end of December. We said never playing Ksante again. It's banned. We're just gonna fucking send you on Kled and Gregas and shit like that, and we're gonna fucking freebird it. And then we ran into the problem again in like week 2, week 3. We're like, fuck, this is getting bad. Like we need a blind top. Like the damage distribution is getting rough. There's too many holes in our blinds. Let's do the Ksante again. And then we played Ksante for 1 week again in scrims. And then the Ksante, in that week of scrims, I think the Ksante was like 8-1. It was fucking frying. Okay, maybe not 8-1, more like 5-1. The Ksante was going ballistic against some good teams. We were like, okay, fuck, we found our blind top. We found it. Yes! And then we picked it versus Navi and we lost. But the Ksante win rate went from 5% to like 17%. And I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, then we was like, why are you picking Ksante? And then we were like, well, it's kind of pre-practiced. We had some really cool picks ready, man. Nemes Shampoo was frying.
It's time, everyone.
Nemes Shampoo was fucking cooking big time. The AP Jax was being scrimmed with. The AP Jax was ready. I'm not even kidding. AP Jax was ready for Fearless. It was 100% going to be locked in our best of 3s. It was completely OP. Will you stream LCS now? Why do people think I'm going to stop streaming LEC? What do you think I'm just going to rage? I'm just going to be like maybe like a child and throw my fucking toys out the pram and say, fuck this, I'm out. Yeah, we're actually just gonna turn LR into a fucking WoW PvP team. Why don't we set up a tournament? Why don't we set up a tournament where we invite the teams that just missed playoffs? We'll do LR, HLE, KT, and one more. The Battle of Cancun. That's what we'll call it. My mum found, when I went home and I was doing the Challenger climb, my mum found in the attic all my old jerseys. Can you guess what this jersey is?
So it always adds that extra element. This first round of playoffs with a new patch and trying to sort of figure out what needs to still be banned, what can kind of drop down the priority ladder.
That was the fabled day I was wearing this. The fabled day.
I keep pointing at it, it's so cute.
It is adorable.
It's a giant fox.
That fabled day.
Build more
Do you
HP,
believe the curse is real now? Bro,
and also phase rush
no.
being nerfed for range champions.
Too soon.
Things that I feel like mid laners are getting a lot of safety. You often get a lot more.
What are you gonna do with all the extra time? I don't know, it's weird. It's been like a year and a half of my time was
actualizer on Anivia.
All week just scrimming.
So I guess that's one that'll probably.
What do I do now? There's so much time.
Continue to happen.
I read something about like sometimes if your body is under a lot of stress or you're like really focused on something really heavily for a long period of time and then you remove it quickly and it just disappears, your body gets like confused and it's like, what the fuck? Where's all the stress and the shit that I need to do? And I felt that a bit the last couple of days. I'm like, bro, what am I gonna do?
Shields on teammates and just queuing minions or champions or whatever.
Yeah, just press as many buttons as
I need to do something.
Nothing's happening.
Yes. Honestly, there's a lot of time for that in this game.
So obviously we'll always do the coachings. The coachings are always fun, but then I'm like,
you know, B&K, they have a
where's
very
the
solid
purpose?
lead, but you know, really the biggest issue for DNS, I think,
What's
is
my
the
grind?
Hextech
What am I
Soul
grinding?
That will be breathing down their
Do I
necks
just, like,
in, you know,
the
a
fuck?
good 7 or
Some
so
people are like, it's
minutes.
time
Well,
for
I think
Caedrel's villain
the
arc. What the
first two
fuck do you
dragons
mean by
kinda
that?
set the pace for this game. The fact it was.
By the way, I
don't
will say
punish lane
Baus,
as much as they should. We talked about how this bot Edgel should
before we like
really
talk about the game,
applying the pressure.
that guy,
They didn't do much.
he's
level
so
1,
good at
and
everything,
level 2,
and it
Devil
pisses
still
me
has
off.
to play so far back because he doesn't have his arcane shift. So it's not so much about
Like, we play chess,
them
he's smashing me.
dying or
We play
losing
table
or, you know,
tennis,
getting
he's fucking
chunked out
god tier.
themselves. It's
We
more
go
they
bowling
can't
one
enact
day,
the
and he's
pressure they
like,
should have
we're like talking
because of
about
this
like who's gonna
mistake.
win, should we like pick a
So
bet
now
who's gonna
Yunar's on
win,
a
me versus him.
6-game winning streak.
First fucking bowl, he gets a
couple
strike.
Guys from play-ins getting wins,
And he
Gio
goes like
and
this.
Taeyun specifically.
She actually
Also Pays and Ruler, I think, on that list.
What's
a
man?
really poor win rate